hello there. I was just feeding my fish. You know, I've always thought that watching fish is about the most relaxing thing anyone can do. So I thought in this lesson we might create our own fish tank aquarium. So we'll get into that fairly soon, but before I do, if you love art and you're not there now, then come over to montmart.net where we have lots more art lessons. We also have our Facebook attached to that and our Creative Connection. And if you join our Creative Connection, then we'll send you a fun project each week as well as lots of other goodies. So print out your PDF, which you can find at the Montmart TV section. Just choose the appropriate lesson and you can download this. Once you have that, we can start drawing our fish. So let's get into it. For the support, I'm using Montmart watercolour in an A3 pad. To draw up my fish, I'm using a pencil from a Montmart pencil case. This set is great. There are 12 colours ranging from 2H to 8B. For this initial drawing, I use the 7B. I tear out a sheet of my watercolour paper and print out my PDF to choose my fish. There is a peppermint shrimp, a guppy, a jellyfish, a clown loach, a goldfish, a plecostomus, a seahorse, a gourami, and even a sea monster. But I think I'll do the gourami. I think the trick here is to faithfully reproduce the shape on the outside, then put in the details. Make sure the eye placement is central to the head. Pop on those long feelers, then detail the fins, markings and the gills. Put in the floor and then create some weeds. Try to keep your lines fluid. This will suggest the flowing plant better. Add some bubbles and let's apply some paint. For colour, I will be adding Montmart Tempera paint. It is supplied in 2 hue groupings, pastels and bright. Tempera can be thought of like watercolours. I'm using a large flat from the gallery brush set. To apply my colour, I'm going to start with the base, in which I'll be creating a yellow beige from yellow, green and orange in equal proportions. I get the brush nice and wet and apply it as quickly as I can. Now I add in the blue of the water. I lay in both colours again as quickly as I can. I keep my strokes long and work down the page. While I have the green, I lay in the colour from those weeds. Use the edge of the brush for this. I then create a brown from red, green and a touch of black. And I lay in the rock. I recreate the same colour, but this time a little bit darker and lay it in on one side. After we have done that, then we can have some real fun and paint in our fish. Start by dropping in some lemon yellow. Then add some red mixed with a touch of green to create this grey colour. As you do this, make sure you use lots of water as well, so the tempera colour moves and dances. As this paint dissipates, I dip it into the water and lay it into the bottom of the fish. This will give a lighter colour and it will facilitate blending a lot better. I then lay in some red, and how beautiful does that look? I'm painting a gourami, and because I had a couple when I was a child, I'm trying to replicate the look of them that I can remember. But honestly, there is no wrong or right method of paint or colour application. In fact, I would encourage everyone to use their own colour schemes. The brighter the colours, the better, I think. The next step is to lay in the key line. This will provide interest and definition. I'm using a black brush pen for this purpose. If you haven't used one of these before, they are amazing. The line they create ranges from about 1/2 mil to about 5 mils. So line weight can be adjusted easily with pressure. Well, that worked out absolutely fantastically, and it was a ton of fun. So much so that I'm going to create another tank, but this time with all the fish in a community tank. But before I do that, if you haven't subscribed to our Creative Connection yet, well, don't forget to do that. Thanks for watching, and let's create another tank. See you next time!